Hello everyone, my name is Tiago and today I'll teach you some basic Linux commands that you are going to use to manage the files in your system. So going directly to the point, the first thing you need to do is to open your terminal. In Ubuntu the shortcut to do it is Ctrl Alt and T, but if this isn't the shortcut to you, just go to wherever you use to find files and then search for terminal. So both ways work. Okay, first command that I'm going to teach you is list. ls. That stands for list. So what this command basically do is to show the files that is in the current directory that you are. So here I'm at my home directory, that is this mark here that I don't know the name in English. So here we have downloads desktop. So let's say I want to list the things inside desktop. So I do it ls and desktop. So now I see the files in my desktop. But this isn't the whole command. Like, you can add flags to each command. Each command has a lot of flags, but I'm not going to teach every flag for each command. So if you someday need to change the way a command behaves, uh, do, type the command like ls and -- help. So you are going like to receive an explanation of the command and all the flags and what each flag does. So that's a good thing to know. Help. So, but we didn't finish ls because you probably thought like just ls won't reveal all the files in your current directory, because there are some files that start with a point, and it won't show you. So if you want to see these files that are hidden by default, you can add the flag a, and now you can see all the files in your directory. So like period local, premium, these files you can see just with ls. You can see, and just a command that isn't here but I'm going to teach you is clear. So or Control L, it will do the same thing as clear. That's a good command to know. So okay, now that we know how to review the directories in our current directory, we need to know how to go to this directory. So as you can see, this mark here, this guy, it means that you are at your home, like your home directory. So to go first, to go to anywhere you want, you use the command cd, that stands for change directory. So let's imagine you want to go to the root of your system. You can do it using just one slash, and now you are at the root of your system. So if I do ls here, as you can see, I'm the root of my system. So if you want to go back to your home, cd and this mark here that I don't know the name. So now I'm at the home again. So let's imagine I want to go to desktop. Then cd desktop. So as you saw here, I use now is this period slash before desktop. If I want, I can do it without it, but that's with this period slash, I'm specifying that desktop is in the current directory. So it's like when I do it this period dot slash, I just saying that the directory that I want to go in is in the same directory that I am now. So that's it. So as you saw here, to come back to one directory, you use cd and two periods. So if I want to go, if I here at desktop, so if I go to GitHub, cd GitHub, and now I want to go back to my desktop, just cd and 2 points. So now I'm back at my desktop. So like just to return one directory, just two periods with a slash. And that's it. That's how you change your directory. So just go to wherever you want. So now we're going to see PWD. Let's say I'm going to GitHub. Now I'm going to TypeScript. It's a directory. So now let's say I want to know the absolute the absolute path to this directory that I want to use somewhere. So you can do it with the pwd command that stands for print working directory. So now you can see in home, Tiago, desktop, GitHub, TypeScript. So you have the absolute path to the current directory that you are in this month. So it's a good command to know. Okay, so let's come back to our desktop, and as you can see here, the market that I don't know the name, it's saying that it's in home, and in home I'm going to desktop, the directory desktop. So now I'm back at my desktop. If I wanted, I could come back just doing cd dot slash dot slash, it would work. So but okay, let's clear this. And now I'm going to show you how to really manage the files in your system. So let's start creating a directory with the mkdir command that stands for make directory. So mkdir video. Video is our directory. Let's say let's go to this directory and oops, oh, it's because you have to remember that the Linux, the command line is case sensitive. So if you mistype something, like put in capital but it isn't capital, it won't work. So okay, now we are at the video, and let's see how we can create a file. There's a lot of ways to create a file by command line, but I'll show you cat because cat is very useful. Not the animal, the one that stands for concatenate. You can use it to create files, writing files, and to show what's in files. So first let's see, and other things, but these functions are the most used with cat. So let's see how we can create a file. So you type cat, and the arrow to the right, the right arrow, yeah, that's correct, the right arrow, and the name you want to give to the file with the extension. So let's say hello.txt, and now you can write anything you want to be in the file. So hello guys, subscribe to my channel please, and give your like. And okay, so how do we exit here now? As always that you are in a process, you can use Ctrl+C to cancel this process, and you will come back to your command line. So now I'm back at my command line, as you can see here, and if you do ls, you will see that now we have a hello.txt that we created. So let's say I forgot to put something in this file, so we can use the cat with to remember there, to concatenate, to write in a new line here we have to use two arrows, because if you just use one you will overwrite the file that you created before. So two arrows. Now you can add what you want and the name of the file, and now you can add what you want there. So and give your like and comment what you want. So if I do Ctrl C to exit the proxies. Okay, so now we added this line of text to into our hello.txt. But how do we know? How do we show the file's content? With cat, but now we want to use any arrow. So just cat hello.txt, and everything we wrote before, it's here. Hello guys, subscribe to my channel please, and give your like and comment what you want. So this guy we wrote with the second comment using 2 arrows, and as you can see, it created a new line with the content. So but cat is not the only way to show the file's content. You can use less, that is more beautiful way to do it. So less.hello.txt. So now I have the whole screen to text, and if there were more content here, you would appear some some shortcuts to use, so you can read the file even better. But just know that to exit this screen here, you just need to press Q, Q of quit. So now we quit. Okay, and less stands for command line utility. So okay, so previously we saw that we could create files with the cat command. Other command that is used a lot to create files is the touch command. So let's imagine now that I create the hello.txt, I'm going to create byte.txt. So with touch we just created, if you can see here, now we have byte.txt, but there isn't anything inside this file, we just created it. So that's it. Touch is easy to understand. So okay, let's see the mv command now, that stands for move. Let's say I'm liking this video, so I don't want to have by here. I don't want to say by here. So let's move by from here. Let's put it in our desktop. So mv, the name of the file you want to move, so in this case by txt. You can use this // or not, just your preference to do. Just remember that the / specifies that the file is in your directory. So if it was like this file was in our desktop, you could use choose dots here, and it would consider that by is in our desktop, but as it isn't, it is in our current directory, so it's just one period. So mv by txt, and now the local. So we want to put it in our desktop. We don't need to give the absolute path. That would be that what the pwd command showed us. We can use we can specify we are in video. So desktop is video is in desktop. So to go back one directory, 2 periods and a slash, and now if you digit ls, you can see that by txt isn't here, is no longer here. So and let's see if it is. So you can, if it is in desktop, so you can use ls 2 periods to see the desktop, and now by.txt, as you can see here, is in our desktop. So let's come back to our terminal. Okay, so now we moved the file to our desktop, but the command move isn't used just to move file. We can rename files with it. So yeah, that's a way to rename files. So it is used a lot, so I'm going to teach you too. So let's say now, okay, let's go to our desktop. Oops. Okay, now we are in our desktop. So now we have by.txt. Let's say I don't want a by.txt anymore. I want a goodbye.txt because I think it's more polite. So to do it, we do mv, the move command, but now we won't move it, we will just rename it, the file that we want to rename by the .txt, and the new file name including the station. So now it will be goodbye.txt, and as you can see, we don't have by.txt anymore, but we have goodbye.txt. And if there was any content inside by.txt, it wouldn't be excluded, it will be there, it would be here inside goodbye.txt too. So that's how we rename a file with the mv command. So when we move, like we move, so the file that we moved won't be in the directory that we moved from. So if we want to copy instead, we can use the cp command. So cp stands for copy. So let's copy this goodbye txt, so cp goodbye txt, and put it in our video because our video is close to the finish. So let's cp goodbye.txt and specify the directory that we want to put the file in. So cp goodbye.txt and video. So if you go back to our video directory and list the files there, you can see that there is a goodbye.txt there. And if we see the desktop, we can see that there is a goodbye.txt there too. So we copied it. We didn't delete it from any directory. And let's say, let's say I want to give a hi, but I want the hi to have the same content as hello. So I'm going to copy hello, but put it in the same directory. We can use it too, just like just changing the name, but the file will be the same. So we can do it using the cp command, the original file, the one that we have. Oops. Okay. And now we just need to give the new name to the copy. So hello.txt, let's say hi.txt. And as you can see here, we have the hi.txt, and if we see the content in it, we can see that is the same comment as hello.txt because it is a copy from hello.txt. So that's how we copy a file and put in the current in the directory, in the same directory that you copied it from. So now it's so cp. So now I'm going to show you how we, now that we created these files but we don't want it anymore, we need to remove them. So I know this will give us an error because but I'm just doing it to show you that what we can do and what we can do. So if I try to rmdir, that stands for remove directory, the video, it won't work. Why? Because because there is content inside the video directory. So fail to remove video directory not empty because we create those files inside there. So but don't worry, you don't need to go there and delete every file just to delete the directory. I'm going to teach you a way to do it, but first let's see the rmdir. So let's create now a new empty directory. So mkdir and the name of directory. So empty dir. So if you do ls empty dir, you can see there isn't anything inside there. So we should be able to rmdir this directory. So we should be able to remove this directory using the rmdir because there isn't anything there. So empty dir, and as you can see, we don't have empty dir here anymore. So rmdir just works with empty directories. But okay, so after showing you how we can remove files from files, I'm going to show you how to remove directories with files. So Let's come back to our video directory. Okay. So let's say I have hello.txt and hide.txt. I don't need both. Just one is good because the content is the same. So I want to delete the old one. We use the rm command. That stands for remove. Easy. So rm hello.txt. And if you see now we don't have hello, we no longer have hello.txt. So now we are good. So just remove files rm. So let's come back to our desktop, and we still have the video directory, and we still can remove it with rmd because there are two files in there. So to remove directories, we can use the rm command that we use to delete files, but now we will add a flag to it. So if you want to see the flags to this command, rm -- help. So now you can see all the flags here, and if you see here the flag r recursive remove directories and in their contents recursively. So now we know that we can remove directories with the flag r. So r and video. So now we don't have the video folder anymore. As you can see here, it was deleted recursively using the rm with -r flag. So that's how we remove a directory with file in it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I intend to record more videos in the future about Linux and programming, so subscribe to my channel if you want, give me a like, and that's it. Goodbye.